seeing what areas we need the most. So, anything hurting today?
I got a massage yesterday, so currently nothing.
Alright, and what that you
I have
just,
tight hips.
so we want definitely some hip things, okay?
My knees.
Knees,
And
okay.
shoulders. And
Okay.
things. Upper trap and neck.
Alright, oh, that's one we always run out of time before we get into the seated stuff, so we gotta remember. This is why I don't wanna do the whole tie thing, because it takes so long. You know, you remember how long it took us. I mean, here we are in the middle of Sedona and 2.5, 3 hours, and we still didn't go the whole body. So it's like, oh my God, there's so much to do. So, okay, so that reminds me of something. And Tony, I know you're back, but everything else is good, just be more careful.
Yeah, I mean, shoulders always.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get into all those.
The
Anything?
same lower back.
Yes.
hips.
Hips and low back. Anything with you guys?
The shoulders, the neck.
Shoulders.
Just a little bit of everything. All right, I'm just gonna give some quiet, soft music in the background. Anytime it distracts you, just tell me, because there is definitely a communication thing. You've got to talk to each other. So as one person's lying there, you ask them, just, how's it feeling? Too much pressure, not enough pressure? We're gonna start with our backs against each other, sitting with your right leg in front, crisscross, but your backs are just gonna go right against each other. Let me know as we go through this if any of you would like added props, meaning blankets or blocks underneath your knees. All right, close your eyes. All right, what the nice thing about this, just starting, is you begin to connect with your partner. So what I want you to do is start synchronizing your breath. That means you feel when that person's breathing in. So you start breathing in with them. Feeling your chest opening, expanding. You don't feel like you're holding them up, right? It should just feel even. Your weight is even on both. If you start feeling like they're leaning too heavy on you, that means that you're probably leaning forward. So feel comfortable, like they're a perfect wall for you. Your head could even rest against each other's head. They're your partners. Get comfortable with them. You're gonna get really, really close this next couple of hours. There is a saying with this while you're starting to synchronize even deeper, that intimacy really is into me you see. It is not intimate meaning it has to be something sexual like Tantra yoga. If you've ever done any of those, it is really just feeling what someone needs by touching them. What does their body need? Now we're going to number you. I'm going to give you a number. Okay, so you're 1 and 2. Okay? You're 1, you're 2. You're 1, you're 2. You're 1, you're 2. All right, so what we're going to do is reach your arms out to the side and gently wrap your arms around each other. Just barely wrap your arms. Yeah, just at the wrist. Perfect. All right, so number 1, start grounding forward. Your number 2 is just hang there and lay down. So drop your head and lay down. Now as you pull, you see the stretch they're getting on their chest? Now just exactly what you did. You can soften your arms. If they want more of a stretch, and ask them. Maybe you can let your hands reach to hers and stretch her chest forward. Make sense? So you guys that are leaning forward, you should be getting a really nice hip stretch. You can probably go all the way down. You're flexible, right? Yeah, this is because she's flexible too. It depends on what you can handle. And you're gently stretching their chest. You are going as far forward as you want to. The people bending forward, number 1s, use your low abdominals to start pushing against their low back, your middle back, your upper back to bring them back up. The people laying there, do nothing. Let them bring you up. Use the strength of 1 to push. And now 2s get to go forward. And as you pull, please don't be aggressive on their arms because they might be really tight. Just relax your head if you can. Yeah, and if that doesn't feel right to you, maybe she's rounding her back too much. Does this feel too intense?
Too much?
No, no. Now what you can do is just, that's it. So the arms stretching good. If it's too intense, let them know. But what you can do, so tell me how you feel. Because you can always bring your head down If you don't want to go that far, just rest down. That makes sense? That way you can relax. The people leaning forward, your twos, should be very comfortable. They're stretching your hips. Do you feel this?
Yeah.
So you as a teacher, I mean, if you're doing a one-on-one, you can do this.
You want more of a stretch over? Sure.
That's it. Give them one more good stretch. Now, before you change, the people leaning toward facing the ceiling, that's our number ones, aren't they? You're going to swap your legs. You're going to put your other leg in front. Not twos, just the ones on top. All right. So now you guys on the bottom, start pushing your low back into them to sit them up. Your middle back. You guys just let them bring you up. All right. So now we're repeating it, but now your other leg is over. Right. So now, as they lean you forward, then you guys relax. Don't worry about trying to swap your legs yet. The people, number one is leaning forward. You now have your left leg in front. All right? Yes. If any of you feel like it's just too much for you, okay, let your hands come further forward. Rest your head on top of your blankets or your bolsters. Put your head down. Here, come up a little bit. See if we can make it a little bit more comfortable for you. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, because I want you guys to really feel this. If you have to adjust so that maybe one person's more flexible and maybe this is hurting you, how does it feel? Are they giving you a good arm stretch? They want to give you more? Yeah. If you want more of a chest stretch, just tell them. Pull my arms a little bit more. Open up the heart. Okay, so the number two, before anybody moves, the people on the top, you'll now make sure your legs cross. So now you have your other leg in front. Did you?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody has swapped their legs. Before you guys start transitioning to the other side, now everybody has their left leg in front. All right, so you use your low back. Don't grunt. Enjoy it. Use your abs to push them up. People laying there, just let them bring you up. Don't tense your neck. Just roll up. And finally, let's get even. Good? If you need to readjust, readjust. If your hands have to be on the other end of it, we still have to go forward. Yeah, the number twos still need their stretch on their hips. Whatever leg is in front, that's the hip that's getting the stretch.
That's good.
All right. Just relax forward. You okay? All right, just hang tight. And don't even worry about the arms. Kind of relax your arms. That's it. And just fall forward as much as your hip will let you go. Good? It might take a while, but the person on your back, you might not feel like you're giving them anything, but it's really just enough of a stretch our hips need in the beginning. And you're still breathing into each other's backs, right?
I'm feeling it more in my neck.
Because your shoulders are rolling forward. That's interesting. Your shoulders.
Sure. I need help.
So what she could do is reach the arms and see if you can help stretch your arms a little bit more out. If that makes sense?
Yeah, that feels better.
Yeah.
It does.
Maybe it's not as comfortable for you, but.
Poor thing, you're holding me up.
All right. Now, once again, when you're ready, push your low back into theirs to guide yourself up. The rest of you look like you're sleeping.
Yeah, I got pretty comfortable.
But you can really. It's just using them as that kind of a stretch. So far, so good? All right. We're going to turn toward each other. So just a couple of more seated stretches that are really nice. You're going to face each other, but this time, as you try to think, what would be the most effective? Because there's three of them they're probably the best. Or spines are probably not warm enough for a twist yet. So let's just straighten the legs. Ones, put your feet on the inside of two. Okay, so straighten your legs. Ones will close the legs. No, you're going to be just on the outside of their legs. Nope, you're going to be on the outside. Yep, so ones are on the inside, twos are on the outside. So you are going, oh, you guys are going to love this one. All right, so close your legs. Yeah, but back up because you are going to be pressing against their inner thighs. You don't need to be so close that her feet are going into your crotch. Okay, so you just want their feet to be somewhere around your thighs. That's all, your upper thighs. Okay, all right, now sit tall. All right, get ready. Inside people, no, you're not hands. Inside people are pushing your legs out. Outside people are pushing your legs in. Ready? Who's going to win? Inside people push out, outside people push in. Come on, who's gonna win? Push, harder, harder, harder. Relax. Okay, let me give you an idea. Those people pushing on the in, you're probably hurting the people's ankles, right? So if you have to move away, give the people on the inside a little bit of space to be able to push out. Yeah, but make sure nobody's hurting. Okay, one more time before we swap. Okay, so are you pushing the right area? So when you start to push out against your thighs,
You're feeling it.
okay? Yeah, so start pushing outer people in, inner people out. Push, push, so you're trying to keep her feet from open. Yep, you feel it? Good. And what we're doing is we're really firing up the areas around the hips. And then relax. And it's time to get even. Swap. Alright, so outer people push in, inner people push out. So remember, give the inside people a little bit of space so they can push out. We have no strength here. If you have your feet a little bit open, we have a little bit more of a chance of pushing out. But when they're like this, we can't move, right? So give them just a little bit of space. Alright, you ready? Start pushing. Open, close, press, press, isn't it? It's like you think you have stronger outer thighs, and it's like, no. Our inner thighs are actually stronger than our outer. It's crazy. So hold, you're breathing, and relax. We only have one more. All this is doing is firing up those hips. Okay, so one more time. Outer people push in, inner people push out, and press, and press, and press. Come on, sit tall, use your abs. And relax. Alright, you now put your feet together and open them out like you guys were getting ready to do. Okay, so open your legs wide. Alright, so this is always a good one to do. Your legs are wide as you can go. So you put your feet on each other's feet. Now open your legs as wide as you can and grab hands. So what might feel good, grab more of your forearms. Can you straighten your legs? That's it. Come on, girls. All right, now slowly shift. When the person goes back, their low back goes down. The person going forward, you're flattening your back. The person going back, you're rounding.
So I'm
So
rounding.
if you're so bring her, maybe her feet need to come in. Yeah. Grab. Okay, so come a little bit closer and grab. Here, let's sit you up like that because your hips are just tight.
Good.
All right, so that's it. So the person going forward should be flattening the back, but go ahead, Jessica, lay all the way on your back. She's flexible. Yeah, just lay all the way back. So that's it. See where you are, and you're pulling and pulling. Good. Now, when you're ready, she engages to round her back as you start to flatten your back and reverse. That looks good. So you are rounding, and she is flattening. Okay, and so when you're ready, you start rolling backwards to round your back until you lift your chest and start to flatten your back. Think about and you might feel better to hold her wrist more than her hands. I think you guys might have more power. Good. And then just pay attention to each other. You decide how deep she wants to go. So you guys just listen to each other. Yeah. Feels good, doesn't it? So just listen to each other and round back. Just look better at her forearms. Yeah, so once you start rounding, hold on forearms. That way you have a little bit more. Just one wrist. Alright, so we got a few more forward and back. I never want you to rush this. Go ahead. And sometimes people are so flexible you feel like you're not getting anything out of it. So just walk your hands up the forearms. Because I think it feels good, doesn't it?
Okay. Stop.
Now, pull. Yeah, it feels really nice. No matter where you are in your flexibility, doesn't it?
So which one, when
She should be in a round flat back. You should be in a round back. Yeah, so you're tucking. You're tucking to go back. And she's flat. Yeah, she wants to feel like she's trying to go flat. Good. All right. Yeah. And then you start to flatten your back when she rounds back. And take it back and then go back, go back, go back, and pull. All right. We've gone at least twice, right? At least twice. You see how the second time you did it, it felt a little bit better? So we went right, left, right, left.
Feel better? Yeah.
the next one, just finish what you're doing, I'll just talk you through it. You'll be crossing your arms when you sit up. When you cross your arms, okay?
You good?
Yeah.
I'm glad, but I don't hide.
Crossing your arms.
Small.
That's where you need a partner.
Now I got
I think
it.
that's all it is. Okay, so you're crossing each other's arms and you start making a circle, but you're crossing, so you're holding her hands too.
So, yeah, there we go.
But you're, there it is, okay. All right, now you start making a big circle. So flat back and you round back. And you start flattening and you start rounding. Go round your back, flatten your back. Flatten your back, round your back. Good. All right, so we're circling. So you just cross your hands. Okay. Okay. So let me see some tiny stuff. Oh, you guys can do this. So, but you're missing, yeah, really pull it. Yes. Yeah. So big circles, girls. Yes, big circles. I think your hands are. Forearms. You know, just cross your wrists. I think it just gives you more power. That's all. Okay, so you're on one side. Side on the side. And then you start going back. Feel it? Use each other. Just lubricate. So you're lubricating your low back, right? You guys can go so much deeper. Come on. So back. You have to use your core. Good, over, around your back. Come on, you round and you flatten. That's it. Okay. So your right hand. Oh, did you guys reverse?
Now we get it.
Okay. Make sure you do about 5 in each direction. Don't go so fast that one person should be able to brush their low back along the ground. When the person flat, if you are able to lay your chest down forward, you should be doing that almost that deep. Yes. So that's why your arms should be crossed. I think it feels better crossed. So just, yeah, that.
I don't
I don't know why, but I just, yeah, just put your right hand over your left and then grab it. Now grab her hand. Okay, are we about ready? You'll grab your right arm. Each of you grab the opposite, the right arm. All right, your left arm goes up. Reach over to your right foot. Right arm is holding their right arm. Your left arm is over your head. Over your head toward your right foot. There you go. So what this does is it keeps the shoulders in line. Okay? She can do it. Is it correct? All right, so you hold it, and you're pulling to keep your shoulders square. So you should be holding opposite. Okay, good. Now ease yourself up and swap arms. Now left arms, right arm is over your head. As you bend over to the left.
Oh, do we switch arms?
You switch arms. Your right arm is now up, and you're using their arm to keep you as parallel as you can, so you can feel that stretch. Does it feel good?
Yeah.
It opens up your rib cage. Nice. And enjoy it. It's such a great stretch. All right. As we come back to the center, we'll do a boat stretch, and then we'll finally drop into a little bit more tight, a little bit more relaxing. So the boat, you're going to bring your feet together, put them on top against each other's feet. You gotta have your knees bent so you can hold each other's arms. So get close enough. So that when you get close enough to grab each other's arms. Alright, now your feet are gonna go straight up. So bring one foot up first. Yes! And now bring your other lift up. Yes! And hold. And now lift your chest. And lift your chest and press your feet against each other. Your feet are supposed to be on the inside. This was another exercise, but just bring them in. There you go. Now you're holding each other's wrists.
Oh, I'm having a cramp.
Stay here.
I was getting cramps. I can hear you.
This is picture time.
Sorry.
Because it looks so good.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, ready?
Oh no.
2, 3. Now lift and hold your chest, smile.
I'm good.
Perfect.
I'm not. We're gonna crash.
And not have the mirror behind us.
Oh gosh, that glasses.
Ready? 2, 3. Shoot. I'm gonna do one so because I can't get my I was moving.
Should I be leaning back more?
Just lift your chest as high as you can. It's just a nice way to do bow pose. Yeah? Do you feel it? Is it hurting? It didn't hurt at all. Because you didn't feel it?
It was a good stretch.
Okay, I was gonna say, it should be a good stretch, not hard. Okay, so there are ways that if you can let go of your hands, let go of your hands, try to hold the bow. Good, now lay back a little bit and start pedaling. Ab tight, bend your elbows, bend your knees, no hands, no hands. So let go of your hands, let go of your hands, so lay back a little bit, and start pedaling.
I feel my legs.
So you don't have to use your hands, but okay. Just go lay back a little bit. Lay back. Yeah, so you don't hold each other's hands, but you do start going down. You're starting to go down. It's okay, you do end up down. Yes, good. Now stay there, just don't hold on your hands and start bending your knees one at a time. You can use your hands, but you have to, yeah. And bend one knee, the other knee.
Yeah.
Don't want you to. Yes. So it's just another way of working your abs, right? It's just pedaling. Okay. Number 1. You want to start laying on your back. Okay, twos.
Oh my God.
Twos will kneel between your knees, just at the ankles. Okay, so get comfortable right in the middle of your mat. Put your head on a pillow. I think you might need it, you girls that are kneeling between their feet, so get in the middle window.
Okay.
You might need a pillow
Your
under
mats
your knees.
together.
Oh yeah, the mat should be touched. Okay? Oh gosh, yes, yeah. Actually, I have this one here too. Yes, it does. This warms you up pretty quickly. All right, so you're gonna kneel. I'm gonna demonstrate really quick, okay? You'll kneel between their feet and you begin to rock their ankles and squeeze their feet all the way to their toes and then press into the heels. And then you work your way up their calves. Just a little bit of feet work, okay? So you have enough room because you could angle on the mat. Good? Yeah, so when you're pushing, you're squeezing your foot. Yeah, I'm sorry. So take your hand, let me show you. And you really want to push. And really want to push. So you are rocking side to side and stretching their feet. So your thumb goes into their arches, your fingers grab around their toes,
So I'm more
and
of a
the
sensitive
arch
person when it
press,
comes to feet.
and then
You can go
push.
to me a bit more.
And then as you push into that hand, you lift this one up, and push into that one, and then, so you're lifting one foot while you're rocking the other, and pushing into the other one. Good, yes.
Really?
Okay, so it's and Winnie will tell you she knows what it's supposed to feel like, but you have to
Ow.
aggressively.
Ow. That's too much.
Your feet are tight.
Apparently.
I'm barely pushing into it.
I know, apparently, yeah, they're so tight.
So you use your thumb to push again into the arch. Okay, so from there,
I know
you're
it's
gonna
crazy.
lie, you're gonna
Yeah, I need
sit
to
with
go
their, it's hard to know this, but their right leg. So girls laying on your back, lift up your right leg. Okay, you're gonna hold their right leg
I
sitting,
guess I'm super tight.
okay? So you straddle her legs, you sit down, and like this,
You can go a little more.
and straddle her leg. Because this foot is gonna go into her knee, and we're gonna be stretching, and then this foot's gonna fall into this foot.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can see how you're straddling,
Oh, I need to see.
okay?
Okay.
You see,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Um,
Because I'm obviously
that-
super tight.
and hold your leg.
Never even knew that.
Good. Now, as you're stretching her leg, this foot pushes into her knee. Good, and then this leg just stretches, okay? So, as you push, so she's so flexible, you do have to get a little closer, sorry. Did you think anybody tell you you're flexible? And then when you pull, your toes are up here. Now lean back, lay back, back, pulling her leg. While, yeah, you're pushing and you're pulling with your leg. You're pushing, see that? Yeah, and then you go forward again and push. Does that make sense?
I really don't know where I'm
So do you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it out wide, so I don't want you to move. You're pulling her leg, and you're just taking your toes like side. You're gonna press and work here down. And then this foot is gonna be out here, so it's gonna fall over your left foot. And then you just push that foot into the other foot. So start first by toes, right toes behind the knee. Okay, that foot should be in stretch. This foot should be down here on your tailbone. Okay, sit bone is a tailbone.
Yeah.
Your sit bone is your tailbone. There's a tailbone and two sit bones. You have your sacrum, but I meant, yeah, your sit bone is tailbone. I would prefer these as tailbones. Oh, but your sit bones. Okay, so do you see how you're pushing? You're missing her tailbone.
Okay.
Okay, so your toes are way up here, and this foot is pushing your tailbone.
And you
Okay, your
push
sit
here
bone.
more.
So when you push, okay, you're pushing here with this foot, and then when you lay back,
Right on it.
you're pushing with this foot. Okay, so that foot pushes right into your tailbone, which should feel good. Okay, and then the left foot,
Nice.
yeah. Do you feel how, when you're laying back, your left foot is pushing their tailbone, their sit bone, where our hamstring connects, right? So when you're laying back, push into your tailbone with that foot. Make sense?
With your toe into my sit bone. There you go. So push, push, push. Pushing, yep. And
Are
you lean, you can lean back.
So let the foot just drop out, because there's always ways to do it. So this is just, when your legs fall, and now it's their cat stretch. So you might have to get closer, because she's flexible. So you all, when you do it.
I'm not here. Yeah.
Okay. Let me take this one second. So, yeah, there it is.
I think so.
The first part is the toes push into the sit bone, okay? And then this, and then back and forth.
So what are we stretching?
Yeah. Yes, this is all hamstring. Yeah. So now we're inner thighs. So your foot drops, your leg drops out. My left foot is catching her knee. The knee needs to be up here, at least even with their hip, if not farther. Your right hand just holds on to their ankle as you begin to just stretch. So this is one that is another one that just feels good to everybody. If your hamstrings are tight, it's the cap, right? It's the cap pause where you move the toes up and down. Just, you sit here and you just push. It should not hurt anybody. Please tell me if it does, because I can take over if somebody's body is just not working. That's it. And this is how you kind of work your way up and down your inner thigh,
So I'm gonna
just
bring
like
my
a cat.
brow up further.
Yeah, and you will know.
Yeah.
Just talk to me. Does that make sense? Yes.
Yeah.
So you gotta get close enough, yeah, where eventually both of your feet will be on top.
Feels like
Okay, so what I do is I push into this one and pull, and push and pull. Yeah. Okay, and then bring this foot out with this one. They're both on top of it. And that other hand holds the ankle, and you start to massage, yep, and let the knee come up higher. Yep, like that. Okay, and you're looking for the the tissue, and you can tell her.
She's got some strong toes.
So think more about kneading, you know, where you're pushing one leg and pushing the other, but you're pushing the tissue up and over, and up and over. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys understand it?
Could you do it and see if
Yes.
there's maybe she can feel the difference when you do it? Sorry.
Okay, so the first one was just
Yes.
pushing into this.
That's
Okay.
it. I'm feeling some tightness in my hamstring.
And from here,
But not
you start to roll.
my pain.
As you roll, I always just make sure I have a little, pretty good bent knees so I can give them more weight. Turn that fan.
I've got
Work
deep
for it.
one.
Unless you guys don't want it. Yeah.
So that was a tight spot, right?
So you can see I'm just kind of working my way into her inner groin and then back out.
Practice for more.
All right, you guys good? Same leg. This is the one you're gonna probably use the most as teachers when you're walking around your students and they need help with their hips. Okay, you bring your right right knee as close as you can down. Your left leg should be up here, so that you just
Rectus. It's
lean into it.
rectus.
Should, and then I'm gonna turn the knee out a little bit. And then
So I
should
have to
go
put-
all the way. But I'm using, I don't know if you can see, but I'm using my own body weight. I'm not hurting my back. So here, what you feel? It's, you are basically doing a low lunge, right? You
Where are
girls.
your hands?
Okay, your foot's up here. Okay, this hand's kind of controlling the knee, and this hand pushes down into your hip. So, when I say controlling your knee, it's just, yeah. And even though she might seem really flexible, nobody wants to go deep really fast. So just take it easy, and then the knee starts to bring down. You don't have to come out of it that much. But see how her foot going into your hip, how good that feels? To me, that's why I do this. Oh my God, it feels so good, that heel going into your hip, doesn't it?
Should I? Oh, I press?
No, you relax. So,
Yeah.
when you is it ticklish? So I said, you're very ticklish and your hand and you and that's the whole purpose of this. This whole series is both people.
You feel the crack? Yeah.
This does what? This opens up my, this, the foot here makes us feel okay. And you can also move your hands.
So as I'm pushing this way and then you open this.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think so good. So
Longer is better.
So your hand usually moves almost to the knee and then.
Yeah, so I don't.
And then we're almost ready. How are we feeling? You're talking to this, you remember all this, right?
I'm supposed to remember it. I always get confused.
So your hip is getting a stretch, right? Because the more you go into it, her foot really releases inside your hip. And your hand starts moving down, and then you push it a little bit. Maybe her knee's always been in, now it's starting to come out a little bit. And then maybe out a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've kind of come in that.
Careful when you.
Okay, so from here, just think. Hold your foot. And lean back. So you're gonna pull on her ankle. Now I feel the lean back. So what you're looking for is a deep injection and release of stretch. So just pull. Yes, that's what I do. And sometimes if I just would place my hands every now and then in case they're really sensitive. But pull, relax, pull, relax. So now you guys, you are taking all the pain out of your hip. With this one. So you just pull and release and pull. Okay, with you leaning forward, you're gonna hurt your back. So no matter how tall you are, lean back. Yeah. So just get right there and just lean. So
And then you want to have.
your hip can. You guys, the hardest part is try and relax. Trust him. Don't fight it. And then that's why I kind of hold, and then relax it for a minute, because that's when my hip adjusts. Is when I relax it and then pull it again. My hip goes ka-chunk, and it completely releases, and my hips don't hurt anymore. So all of this is a decompression. Does it feel? How's it feel?
No, yeah.
That's what I was like.
Pull on me.
So just the pulling of the leg.
Yeah.
Go back a little bit more. And relax, and we are actually watching with this right. Yeah, and then when you drop it down, if they have anything tight,
I know, I'm so sensitive.
a lot of times they tend to fight it. So just try and just let it go.
And
Just say,
because
okay,
it's
she's not gonna pull me
unsensitive to
too
it, I'm
hard.
sensitive with other people and never
And then you're
bothers
gonna
me.
relax, and you're gonna walk the leg up your chest.
You can cover me.
And just like a little bit.
Yeah, and then just pull on it.
Yeah, so you're just gonna use your body.
It's good.
Okay, so from
Yeah.
here, I said from the
Yeah.
right, you can step on the outside of her right leg and cross the left leg over the right leg over the left.
It's good.
Step over, yeah, that way, when you're standing up, it's just, what I'll do is just straddle it like this, and then just move the hip down, yeah, and move it, because that's gonna take us to the last stretch before we change legs and change programs. So, let me just go through, yes. So again, see how you lose your leaning forward? Don't. Always think about your own body weight. So can I show you something? So when you're here, okay, still, I'm still getting a stretch. 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 Actually, to me, I get a stretch, they get a stretch, and then you sneak the knee. Yeah, so just kind of move through this, because yeah, then it becomes piriformis. Yes. And then as you make it, you go into piriformis, which I can take your left knee and slide it into your butt. Can I show you? So this is a good one. Please remember this for your partner's home. Everybody has this area. So if you bend the knee, I start high, because sometimes people are not too sensitive here. So you start high and then you start moving down.
And push your knee into my
Good.
hamstring.
Feel it? And that lengthens your gut string. But what it does is if it's ever too much, I just drop to the knees and
I
just
like
use
your
my
foot
hand.
right here.
But if you move your knee,
Yeah.
it feels good.
Nothing there.
And then from there, you take it out into
I mean,
or
yeah,
figure
I'm not sure where.
Tell me if it ever is hard,
So she was.
is that because she's so tiny next to you, okay, and she's so flexible, that if she doesn't feel this, okay, I'll start like this, but because I feel like, you know, her legs just flaring out, so you might have to get down.
You got it.
And get down.
Yeah.
Push it down.
That's good.
If you're
So
really
far.
tall and your client or your
Yeah.
student is really small, but it's just a nice way
So
to
when
do it where you have to look for the piriformis.
How do you find piriformis? How do you know
It's
where they are?
between the outer hip and the sit bone. So where your sit bone is, your outer hip, and it's right there. So if you put your knee here first, and then start to slide it down, and usually you can watch their face. They'll go, oh my goodness, right there. You'll know when it's the best. Otherwise, it's your hand, just kind of pushing down and out. Yeah, down and out. Good?
So she pushes it into my leg and pulls up at the same time?
Nope, you don't do anything with your other hand.
Just pushing
Yeah.
into my hamstring.
Your focus is right here. What you can do is start turning the knee out a little.
Ah.
Okay.
And we're focusing in on that hamstring.
Yeah, but the biggest thing is just trying to get something hamstring in your piriformis.
But isn't that way back here?
Piriformis is right across, but you're getting it from the other end.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it is getting warm, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay, so I think you saw this, but when you did you check it up and cross it? Right? Okay, so that's an outside IT down stretch. Okay, so after you and purposely lift your hips, that does feel good, and just stretch it. So sometimes even as a teacher, yeah, you can just take your hand down, that might be all they want like that. And then from there, actually, so keep it high for now. Just see if that's enough. And then I start bringing my knee down and just start thinking about
Still learning.
out.
Still learning.
But right there is usually where the piriformis stretch.
I
And
would
we finish
try and put your knee all the way
like
like
here.
No.
Okay, now my foot touches my foot. So you're going you do the same thing.
So that's intense.
Okay, just open the ocean and smooth out. Tighten the joint. You can put your hand on it.
Okay.
Massage. Always set it on the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah.
What you're trying to do is lengthen by pushing and then pulling it towards.
It's
Okay, so if you feel good in the middle is fine. I want you to remember that. Because that's an important. So the knee starts sliding down. And if you feel like, you're gonna slip and you're gonna fall flat on your face, then use your hand. Because sometimes I have to hold my Cadillac next door, just because some people's pants are slippery. These guys will wear slippery shorts, and I'm like, you gotta be careful where the knee goes, because if you slip, it's gonna hurt. So you're doing this to men. You have to really be careful. Okay, let me show you. Did you get a pair of forms, right? Alright, so this is the progression. So when I say progression, it's something where you're doing this, and your knee goes right in the butt, then you just slide down. This leg, now doing what's called a log roll, which is kind of nice across the calf. It is, that's exactly what it feels like. And then from there, it slides off your leg, and then you take your arm, you're bending forward. Okay? It's one thing to turn, and your hand will try to resist, and you can circle it, and you can just push it, both of them feel good. Okay, and
Yeah, I
see how I'm getting the stretch too? I'm just doing a wide angle lunge, but my hands are pulling this. I'm not trying to push them down on the ground. I'm just trying to stretch them. because you don't want to hurt them.
Yeah. That's
Here.
nice.
So from here to here. Okay, so this, I'm helping keep her knee where it needs to be. And then you can push here. Okay, and then my hand slides down. Usually we never push on the bone, so I'd slide my thumb inside their knee and the other hand on the inside of their shoulder blade. And then twist. If they're so flexible, you can just put your hand here.
Yeah, I definitely feel it right here.
Okay.
But I feel
We're
it.
almost ready for the other leg. All right, so did we get the twist?
The twist?
Okay, so from piriformis, okay, you have just pushed here,
Okay.
okay? You can bring it up to the roll, the
Oh,
rock.
that one is so nice.
Yeah, and sometimes when it's like, it does feel. Okay, and from here, you move it okay? Now your hand is here and you just start working up their outer thigh. You move into their hip bone, circling it, pushing down. Too much? Okay. And now when you're pushing down, like you can see they are, you pull. So we're trying to lengthen their spine, and then from there, you twist. Yeah, your leg can go. Okay, so you just want even pressure, and you can hold it. You know, I'm going a little faster than I should do that. I always say go slow, go slow, go slower. Yes. You want to feel the ability to, right?
Yeah.
That's a good stretch for you.
Roll it like a roll.
I do. I just rest my hand there, but I just make sure you don't put
Yeah, that's
challenge.
challenging.
And then right hand is closed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. And then, okay, so now
And I just talked to her, she wants to learn to, you know, whether you're right or wrong, it's just, everybody's bodies are so different. So what they can do.
Yeah.
So, you have it in you, if you need some, need some water. Yeah, we're gonna do the other leg first. Are you okay? Do the other leg? Yes. Okay, straight down, because I guess straight down. Take a break, let everybody, get everybody here. So did I show you the twist? Okay, so you put your hand, you get the log roll with your leg across, okay. And then you push up again. Yes, you circle, you push.
Yeah.
And then we're ready for the other leg. We'll do the other leg and then we'll switch partners. Good? So what I'm going to do is, you feel that emotion down, so this leg, I'm doing really good. And your hands right up there, push. And then you feel it, you pull forward, yeah. So circling is always, that was one of the things that taught us, just circling, it's always so good. Making me go directions. Hold that. You're trying to keep my top of the traction. And you're she said that push down and back and then this hand slides the inside of the shoulder, yeah, but down and back and inside. Yeah, you should have to just like that. And I just feel like it's gonna open. Yeah. Got it. There are times that we do. You know, it's, you really should be, if you feel in a fight and this, I usually do if they're really tight, then PNF is the only way to relax. So, and when they're really cold, I am not really cueing PNF enough, but, you're gonna start strapping, and everybody sit first. Okay. Then we will talk a little bit more about what PNF is, so if you don't know. We're ready for the other leg, and then the other part. I know. So you straddle their left leg now. So once you sit down, if you guys need a break, please stop, get some water. The people doing the active work right now, it's a lot, right? So you're tired, you might need some water. So when you sit there and you got their leg, you lay back as far as you can, pulling their leg. Okay, so hold on, I would hold on to the foot. And oh, I see that. Yes. While you're doing that one.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So when you start pulling back, this is a nice stretch here, but your toes are pushing right against the bone, and you'll feel it sit. And then you sit. You use your leg and push your toes back.
At the side. Point the toe all the way up into your hands. Yep. And then push with this all the way up.
Relax you, so you don't have to go on
think I'm looking at
And
it,
then at this
or
point,
did I get it backwards?
toe is
No, I
inside
think
of
that's
your
right.
knee.
She's got it inside, I'm just looking at.
I know, so I was finding my
Yeah.
position, got it, how deep you should go.
I think this is right, Wendy?
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I did with them. I'm gonna do both legs, so you can do it too. So you have your toes on your butt, the other one's underneath your knee. Okay, so when you lay back, yeah. Get your toes right in that line. And you can stretch too. And then when you say that, your toes behind your knee pushes. And massage, and let them relax. And your toes go up behind the knee and you push.
Oh, so the toes do look like that.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a
Very
side
nice.
thing.
Massage
Oh, my
your
God.
back.
Oh, wow, that's
Sometimes I use that right foot.
Oh, okay.
And then really push your knees. You do it one more time and then you drop the knee out. And so that bottom foot just catches the leg as you drop it out. You need water. Questions?
You can pull the
Yes,
water and
so you drop their
put
knee
your
out.
toe into my.
Yep, you got it. And now you push your knee into your right foot. Turn your foot up,
Yeah,
more
that's
parallel
good.
like that.
There you
And
go.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And just push it into your other foot. And your other foot can push back into your top leg.
And then I think you've got strong toes.
So our feet are kind of doing DNF right now.
Like, okay.
So one foot is pushing while the other foot is pulling.
And
Does that
this
make
is
sense?
good. Go on.
And you're just kneading. And you go up to their knee,
Then I think we
down to the middle of the thigh.
Yeah.
You don't have to go that much, just a little bit. So this foot's working its way down.
And then I bring my knee all the way up.
And this heel, that's really fast.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
once it's
and
down,
then
you're
you're ready,
ready,
you're
once
right
on
on
top,
that,
you
you
join
join
it
the
like. Rolling it up and down, and then right. So once
And you
on.
can reposition now.
Yeah,
Hold the
that's the
same
cat
ankle
pose,
to the right hand.
Perfect.
And this hand might have to hold over here so that you can
Yes.
start massaging. So the toes just start moving that knee.
I felt it.
You push it
It wasn't good or bad, it just felt it.
Otherwise,
It's like,
yeah. And I usually do one at a time. You know, right left, right left.
You had to discover your body.
You ever seen a cat? And they're purring. Yeah.
I'm just noticing that my ankle,
You know, they're just constant massaging.
so staff.
Just a few up and down, that's all. So
When I'm sitting up, I can do it, but out in it,
This is when you get under. It's when it pushes against you and then relaxes because it makes the muscles tense. So dancers do this all the time, where their leg is on the wall, and then they push, and then they relax. And they push, and then they relax. So if you put your hands on against the other leg needs to be down. Yes, if you can, try to keep it up. So what I'll do is if I need to, this is just from here. Does that make sense? Yeah, turn to the side. And then probably that's enough for her. So I know her hands too. So I just say this needs to go right into me. Yep. That's good. Pull up. Yep, and then this way. All right.
You do this so well, I forget exactly.
Yep, I just try and keep him in there so he doesn't bend. And then just massage your foot. Circular ankles, massage your toes.
But how do you do the pull up when she's facing you straight on?
You just pull the leg, go straight back. As you pull up, you start to turn your legs. Yeah.
No, it's just my skin, isn't that funny? I'm just sensitive.
So what I'll do is I have one hand low, one hand down, as I pull.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm always going the same way. And I'm constantly changing. I'm constantly changing. Yeah. It's not let anything, and I'm looking for that to come up. So from there, by now, whatever is going on, that should feel good. Then I'll get underneath. This is what I say. I just use my stomach and I do little knee bends. And I do
Massaging your tummy.
yeah, and it feels good to me because I'm getting compression, just as you massage it. All right. Oh, you're remembering everything. Okay, so from there, you just came down, you did a log roll. Did I ever show you guys a log roll?
Lift me up, don't be afraid.
So as you're doing that, which is good, okay, so from the colon up, okay, you come down. Well, you do the direct arms, you're covered.
Yeah, just lift up my leg.
Yeah.
So you're lifting my up and lower.
So as you push,
And you're pushing
you
the belly
stay right
right
there,
there.
and continue sliding down
Nice and tall.
until you push
So
your
you're
leg.
not.
I'll let you do that one if you want to, and then just roll.
Yeah.
Does that exciting?
Yeah.
Then you should definitely do this, because you have to really push hard. I think that's what it is. My cats always do this too. And then that will set you up for.
See how my lip
that.
Yeah.
Can you feel the difference between her legs?
And then, yeah, she pushes here, and then you can massage.
This is what I
Stuff.
That's my only works.
No, exactly.
And then I showed them, but I wasn't showing you, on the other side, I did talk about how you can turn it inside the hip socket.
Nice.
Is that and the foot, she's like coming out. The other one is just like, hip up and down. And wiggling around, and then you're ready.
Yeah, feel the difference between her legs. It's like, that was so much
Yeah,
better.
strong hands and toes.
Ooh.
That
That is adjustment.
What would be the tightness difference of like pulling it
So
out?
that's not the same spot. It's more in your close.
All she needs is just somebody to do this and that.
You mean my plantar?
Because we all have one tight side, one on one side. All right, we remembering everything? So you did performance, right? And then as your knee went into her butt cheek, right?
Well, I think that's
It's too small. And then you turn it
Oh, yeah,
side
so
to
now,
okay, and get your calf on top of your knee. Okay, and then you slide her knee on the outside, and you start taking it.
put this foot, yep, and now you can roll it out.
And stop it. That's gonna feel more than that's something else,
Whole body fitness.
Make sense?
Don't have to go ahead.
You doing good?
I know, but just perfect.
Okay.
That's amazing. We can come.
Okay.
Woo! Don't worry if you're doing this yet. You can work your hands. Woo, baby.
It's like you're trying to smooth
Oh,
out.
I'm so tiny, apparently.
It's like bread dough, because it just feels so good in the posture.
Yeah.
Until your hands get to the hip bones.
And then you're
your
gonna
hands in the push like down.
This comes close.
And I usually say that when I'm so that way when you're
Over. so that my hip comes up. I'm gonna let you do it, yeah, there you go, yeah. And then I'm gonna push my knee down, and now, yeah.
Yeah, like that. That way it'll feel
Yeah.
better on your hips. And then you're pushing down so much. You know, it's like.
You know what, maybe it's not right, it was my thing, but it should be the other way. Sorry, that was my bad. So yes, so now you have the room.
Just nice and
From all
nice.
your weight, yeah, to
Sometimes
my
people
hip.
go too hard too fast.
Yeah.
Just feel like they're trying to
Sorry.
spread them out.
I'm so sorry.
And I want you guys to feel this because you're going to be getting this. Good.
Yeah. That's the thing I always remember.
So right on top of the hip bone. So you'll feel, yeah, right here. Right on the bone.
And the other thing, you don't want
Okay, so
to go on.
I'm trying to pull the tissue of the QLs down. Yeah, so
I like this down.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that when you're pushing into it. So everything I've done so far, usually the person on the bottom is relaxed. The other time I put PNF is the last one where you push your leg into your chest. That's when I really start using PNF. If they are fighting you during the hips, that's another time for PNF. You have them push against you, kind of like what you did to me that day. That's where I'll tie it. Is having them push into me and then relax. And then when you do it, they find you go. But most of the time, they relax. So, are we good?
Yeah.
So you just finished the twist,
Yeah.
right?
So she's pushing down
Yep,
and
pushing
away.
down and back.
Down
So
and
both
back.
hands go down and then back.
Yes.
You're trying to make
Now I
this
feel it.
longer.
Yeah, now I
So
feel it.
down and like you're trying to pull. Then that hand's there and this hand's there. Yep.
Yes.
So then you just, yeah. Did good. And I think that was it. I did do the cat pose, we do that when we did the side bottoms. I think we have to. So we gotta get to the next part, right? And then we're gonna do the side, the back, side. Gotta get to that part. All right, so when you finish, take a water break if you need to, and we're changing partners.
Oh,
All right, nice. Questions so far? Is that making sense? Just, so if you don't have room down, you can go along with it. Because her head was standing up against that wall. But take your head to the corner of the mat, put your feet away. No, but if you're comfortable like that, just want to make sure your head doesn't hit the mat.
That's
Or
exactly
hit the wall.
what
Yay. Good? We finished it all in that time. So it's time to swap partners. Nobody has to leave at 4, right? Because we probably will go a little bit later. We gotta get both partners